Hi, and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for today, and like we say every other day, hope everyone's keeping well, and I hope you're not overworked. Understatement that, I suppose, in this day and age, what we're going through. It's another weekend. We call it the Grassroots Weekender Show. There is no grassroots football, we all know that, but it's another weekend closer. They're coming thick and fast, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, they are flying over. There's not enough hours in a day for what I'm doing. Don't know about yourselves, but obviously I'm used to lockdown. If it is lockdown, I haven't experienced lockdown one iota, obviously, because through the job I do and what I witness, what I see, I'm not too sure whether we are in lockdown. But you know my opinion on that. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. mal@don'ttexttheline.com if you've got any more feedback for me. We've been inundated with referees on documentary, which I've been approached to not make a documentary, to appear on a documentary. So I've taken up the offer, and I think it's going to be filmed in the spring, and I've helped out by getting one or two referees on board. I know Roger East, apparently he's on board as well, and there'll be quite a few others. The documentary is probably all about what experience referees have been throughout grassroots football as the game improved, what you find on the touchlines. Well, nothing on the touchlines at the moment because there is no games, and I suppose many referees themselves are all waiting to get back into it. Whether you're doing it for a weekend job, whether you're doing it to develop your progress, I'm not too sure. I know there's a new referees course coming out in March, whether it's online, whether it's going to be back into the FA headquarters, again not too sure. But all you budding referees out there, up and coming referees, make your mind up what you want to do. If you're only a young referee and you had plans and that's all changed now through COVID, well, good luck to you, that's all I can say, and carry on with what you're doing. Let's just hope that many referees haven't walked away from the game, kids haven't walked away from the game. I think Boris is making a statement this coming Monday, if I'm right, but I'm sure the press, I think it's already out, because the press tend to get all the feedback and know everything that's coming out in Boris's speech before I think Boris does himself, to be honest. So whether it's the press writing it, I'm not too sure. Have you noticed that? Have you all noticed it? That's the way it's going. We all hear about it just before the speech is made on Monday. Now I've seen loads and loads of posts out there, people planning, looking for players, 9v9s, everything that's, you know, you're looking on social media and everyone seems to be really pretty sure that it's coming back in March. It's grassroots football we're talking about. Not too sure. Obviously I know, as I said yesterday, Wales have extended their lockdown for an extra 3 weeks. Whether Boris does exactly the same thing and shocks us, I'm not too sure, but there was an announcement today, earlier on today, that care homes are going to be allowed one visitor as from the 8th of March. Fantastic news. That is great. It's what's needed, I suppose. So I can see little bits of lockdown being unlocked, and you can see that yourself. So there is big plans for grassroots football, and maybe we'll get 1 or 2 games back on before the end of the season, because we have our Ref Spec programme in April. Looking forward to that, and I'll start battering the social media now with Ref Spec, seeing football's coming back, or people are really sure that it's coming back. I'm not too sure at the moment. But we did say we expected to come back by the end of March, didn't we? Because the schools are back on the 8th of March. I don't know whether they're all back, but as I say, I'm sure we'll have that decision on Monday, if not before, by the press. They'll tell us what's going on, so you don't have to watch Boris. Maybe that's what it is. He gets too many views and people switch off because they all know what's going on anyway. So we're looking forward to the lockdown this coming Monday, 22nd. Lockdown announcement, should I say. Is it the end? Is it getting closer? I know that, as I say, the days, the weeks, the times, the minutes are flying. And I put a post up, yes, well, on my story regarding, I'd done a 4.5 hour course. Made up, I got through that. It really takes its toll on you, I must admit. Online I've got over 100 hours with work and other things that I'm doing on courses. Just got to get on with things. You just got to plan your day. As you get up on the day, just plan ahead what you're going to be doing. I've got a busy schedule today, as always, and I'm trying to fit a running in between because we have such a little thing called a derby here on Merseyside in the Premier League. Now there's no fans welcome on that one, so I'm not too sure how it's going to go, because the likes of Liverpool and Everton, you know, derby games, you need the fans, you need the atmosphere, you need the adrenaline going. Whether the players can perform that themselves, I'm not too sure, but I'm sure the two teams will be up for it. Now, if Everton don't tire, I'll be very surprised with the games they've had over the last few days. They'll come out like a house on fire, that is no doubt, in the first 15-20 minutes, but I expect them to drop away and Liverpool to go on top. This is my honest opinion. Yeah, I'm a Red, but with the games they've had with Man City, with Tottenham, the extra time, and you know, the first team squad have all been playing, you can see the tiredness excuse me, in most of the players now. And I think I said that at the start of the season when you've got the likes of Everton playing every player, even through the cups and all that, they're determined to want to win a cup, but you can't keep, you need to keep your squad fit, healthy, and if you start playing them each week, well, you know yourself, it starts taking its toll on the players. Well, let's see how if I'm right. Now, you're probably all waiting for the forecast on me, and I'll give you the forecast by the end of the show, because I'm still thinking about it. Normally I'll just come out with one, but 9 times out of 10, we all expect goals, don't we? But it could be another ball draw, a derby ball draw. We all expect too much out of these games, and then suddenly you're looking at the two teams. Liverpool have been poor in recent games. I think 3 games on the bounce at Anfield that we've lost. It's got to change, we all know that. Teams cannot do, but even Everton at home, they've been terrible at home when you watch them. Is it lack of support? This is what the question asks. Is it fans? Is the players just switching off? They can't be bothered. There's no adrenaline, there's no, you know, because the fans get you going. Motivation's a key, isn't it, when you're playing in sport? You love people cheering you on. You love people to get behind you, and it does. It gives you that inspiring moment, I suppose, and that's what I'm looking for. Thousands lining the street to give me an inspiring moment on the 28th of March if Boris closes lockdown or releases lockdown and allows us to do it, 28th of March. And if he doesn't, we'll go from the 28th of April or the nearest Sunday to that. That's all we can do. Put it off, it'll be another month's training for the lads. I'm sure they'll welcome that, by the way. And maybe myself, maybe I would, because we don't know whether we're really ready. I've been training for like seven months, I think it is now. And I feel no different. I've got a little bit further, but I still wonder whether I'll get over this 26 miles, because as soon as I've done 13 miles, I'm really gone. It really is hurting. Hurts the knees. The lads are all the same. They've been very quiet, and I've been busy printing my t-shirts. More and more logos coming on as we talk, so there's going to be some weight in those t-shirts. They look smart, and if we pass you on the way, please give us a honk on your horn, or, you know, as you see us out training, because it is grueling, it is hard. All weathers we've been out in, you see me in blizzards, been teeming down with rain, high winds. I've gone through it, because we don't know what to expect when the run comes on the 28th of March. And I love the feedback that I'm getting off people who want to get involved on the day. Thank you very much. Fantastic. I'll be in touch with you. And the likes of Cole, the two Coles, they're travelling with us. Chris Sullivan, he's got big plans for us as well, and we're hoping to have a singer who'll be there at the town hall. So it's Warrington Town Hall to Liverpool Town Hall. That's what we're aiming for. We've already done the walk. That was a killer, I must admit. And when I saw the map that Paul pulled out when we were there, 27.6 miles we done, that was walking. No wonder I was dead. Dear me, unreal. Anyway, looking forward to it, and I'm hoping to try and get out, as I say, for a little run a little bit later on. And there's a few been in touch with me wanting to try and join in with 13 miles to go. Well, you can take my place. I'll jump on your back if you don't mind. Well, I should imagine. Well, as long as you all can, as long as you start bringing the funding in, that's great for us. Get some sponsors, and we'll welcome you to join in with us. But it's not a race. Please, please, if you join in on 13 miles, it's not to beat us and make your fastest time. It's just to join in for the nice little jog, because it's all for Emily. It's not about yourselves, so please take that on board for us. And even if you drop in line behind us or join us and maybe have a little conversation, I don't know whether we'll be able to talk through it, because one of the runners has said to me he doesn't talk when he runs because he likes total concentration, and I don't blame him. I really, really don't. Last night we had young commentators. The youth project, absolutely unreal. Well done to Wayne McPartland putting these together. It was goal setting last night, it was dream board the week before, and the kids are amazing what they're doing, they're enjoying it. Now I didn't think they'd be enjoying it the same as Wayne, because they've been having schooling online, but their parents are getting in touch with us, they're looking forward to it, because they know it's the build up toward podcasting, to DXTL TV, to what we're doing, to get them out and about. They're excited, they all want to be commentators, they all want to be roving reporters, if you like. And do you know what, listening to them, I couldn't get my camera on, they were all laughing at me last night. I really do not know what it is with Zoom. The light is on the camera, it's not there. I was messing around with it, switching on and off, and they didn't miss me at all. That's sad, isn't it? And they always say I've got a great face for radio anyway, and TV now by the looks of things. Couldn't get the light on, and I don't know. If anyone's got any recommendations what to do, please, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Tell me what it is, because the laptop's fine, it works sometimes, and then suddenly I just couldn't get that camera on. I was trying everything. I really don't know what it was, but it was telling me the camera's on and the light was on, but I could hear the audio, I could see everyone clearly, which was great, and I could see the work that the kids were doing, and I just thought it was tremendous. So well done to all the kids and the parents, and yet we had quite a few apologies, and I know they'll all be on next week, no doubt. Anyway, it was fantastic, young commentators. It was great to get on. It's next Friday as well. We have a couple of hours each week, and the course was over the 24 weeks. It's to build the confidence, to build the support of the kids, and we can see that. And you know what? They're going to teach us some sort of lesson. I know that. I really, really do. And it's brilliant to get the kids together through COVID. Honestly, that's what we're trying to do, because kids are wound up a little bit. I asked them the question last night, and I thought, oh, what do you all think about COVID and the lockdown? And the majority were going, good. Parents, what are you doing? What are you doing out there? Where one was really missing his friends, wanting to get back out and do things, you know, and you can understand one or two of the kids, but the other kids who are saying it's good, yeah, gaming, this is what we're putting it down to. That's what you're all enjoying. You don't miss school, but think about the future. And that's why they're probably enjoying what we're putting on for them. It's giving them a new lease of life, as we say, because they can't wait to get hold of the microphones, the recorders, the podcasting equipment. We know that. And I'm going to get in touch with Shannon, by the way, today, and see if she'll make an appearance next week, just to say hello to everyone and just to introduce herself. I'm sure she will. But we're all busy at the moment, so we'll try and fit it in somewhere along the line. And let's just get together and make a difference, a massive difference with the children. And we can see this being very, very unique. And we've had little whispers that Sky have picked up on what we're doing. Fantastic. So watch this space, as you say, in a few weeks. We can't wait to get things going up and running here in the studio. We await the kids, the building awaits the kids, the reception have been doing work there. You heard about my little flood the other week. And obviously the roofers are coming, but it's still there, and I spent hours and hours and hours working on it to no avail, because the rains came again and I just could not fix that tile on the roof. I could see it, I could see the felt underneath. I just knew, and you know when you want long arms, just to swing out and pull that tile, and wasn't to be. So just got to wait, grin and bear it, and put up with it at the moment. How long? A couple of weeks. Well, it should be okay for when the kids all come back. We should have no leaks whatsoever, and the kids can relax, and we've got walkie-talkies there to message each other, to the volunteers. It's going to be really, really good, all the volunteers getting involved in this one as well. But you know what, I can see the volunteers want to get on some sort of course here as well. But Wayne is absolutely superb, what he's doing from Pinnacle. Glad I brought him on board with us. Fantastic to have on board. I must admit, it's teamwork, it's partnerships, it's working together, and it's making a difference to all the kids out there as well. And I'm made up, but we've got further plans, myself and Wayne, for the future, so we're looking forward to that, I assure you. Anyway, as I say, we're into another weekend of no grassroots football. Everyone's excited for the return of the Premier League and the derby. We've got to start planning our respect, which is in April. Now all the referees, the PGM are well, I've got Mike Riley, they've all got the t-shirts all ready to go. This is from last season, so we're hoping that will go ahead. We're not too sure whether fans will be allowed back in the grounds, and we've got games going on. I'm sure by April we'll have some sort of football in grassroots football, and we were planning a tournament. Obviously that's in doubt because it's all relying on Boris and what he says. I can understand if he doesn't allow all the parents back, and I think it'll just go back to norm where it's one parent per child. That was working pretty well. Didn't bother the referees, they get no hassle on the touchlines, which is a good thing, I suppose. Now there's debate by all the footballers now going about in the Premier League on one day. There's other ways to do racism. Yes, we need to keep up the awareness week in, week out. That's what it's part of. And we don't cross the line, we do that. Because with our poem, don't be a bully, be a friend. Don't be a racist, that won't mend. Don't be abusive or aggressive. To show respect is more impressive. That is the poem that we want to really, really work out all around grassroots football and beyond. And it has been, because we've been asked all over Dublin, all over Ireland, and far and beyond, even Australia, for that poem. Could they use it? Yeah, why not? Because it was wrote to make a difference, and we are making a difference, as you know, with grassroots football and bringing people together, and we have been since 2003. We want to work together with organisations, we want to try and get funding to help out with organisations. This is our forte. It's voluntary work. We've been doing it for 18 years now. This is a sad time in 18 years of it, because we didn't expect COVID to take over and jeopardise everything that we do from the touchlines. But one thing for sure is there's been no hassle on the touchlines whatsoever. The referees have been really, really safe. I'm putting that down to us, that the work that we're doing, not COVID, it's us, because we're good at taking viruses away from touchlines. That's all I can say anyway. No, joking apart, let's just hope we can get back to some normality very, very soon. We do know that social media has been very, very quiet. People are probably getting fed up with that, looking at stories, probably looking at me, listening to me. But you've got to keep yourself going, motivated. As I say, all these causes that I'm doing, I want to make a difference. I just feel that something is in the air for us. We don't cross the line. We've been working very, very hard throughout COVID-19, I assure you. We haven't let up, we haven't stopped. We want to make a difference to the communities, we want to make a difference to all grassroots football, and don't forget with our run as well. Once, and hopefully we've raised that 25,000 towards the Run for Emily, then every penny after that will be taken from Don't Cross the Line to put back into grassroots football. And we've got real good plans for you there, I assure you, teams out there. So that's why I'm saying I hope teams aren't going to fold, I hope our referees aren't going to fold and walk away from the game. I doubt it very, very much, because I'm sure those referees are well out of pocket. But has there been plenty of work for them? I'm not too sure. I'm talking about the part-time jobs that most of them do while they're waiting, or they're waiting to go into universities, they're all studying, they're all waiting to take the GCSEs, things like that, you know. All their exams. So good luck to all the youngsters out there. And as I say, from 16-year-olds upwards, we're waiting on some sort of plan as well with Wayne. We're bringing that out of, or after this young commentators. And I tell you what, honestly, we can see some great commentators out of those kids. You're going to be really, really proud of what we're going to do to the children, what those children are going to do for us and themselves as well. And I'm sure the media companies will be watching very, very closely indeed, because we have some great potential out there, I tell you. No word of a lie. Most of them like the football. There's some there who don't like the football, and they've all been in lockdown, they've all been on the games, but it gets a little bit boring for the kids as well. They want to get out, they want to exercise, and we want to give them a chance to do that, and especially commentate on 1 or 2 grassroots football games. And I know River Juniors, they're well on board with us, so they've got plenty of games that we can commentate on. They'll work together closely with us. We're looking forward to that. Hopefully Quarry Green, they'll come on board, and KB JFC, always on board with us. Not a problem with Johnny and Jason there at all. They're all brilliant, and grassroots football is what we're part of. We want to bring kids together, we want to bring the communities together, and we want to bring all the managers, the committee members, the referees, all together as one, because it's a game of football. It's not a matter of life or death in the grassroots side of things, is it? It just gets managers motivated, helps their stress levels, helps their mental health issues. They just need fresh air, they just need to see something, take their mind off things, and that will be happening sooner rather than later. You can feel it in your blood, can't you? Anyway, there we go, we've gone over. Excuse me again. Thank you very, very much indeed to all our listeners, to all our viewers. We do appreciate you coming back on and giving us some comments and feedback, and we'll have some up-to-date stories for you, no doubt, very, very soon. But in the meantime, I think I'm losing my voice. Hasn't been like this for a while. And you're all saying good out there, but we'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So from myself, Mal Lee, and all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and Respect programme, have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Good night, God bless, or good evening. It is on early because we have a derby, and the score will be 2-1 to Liverpool. I told you I'd get that in the end.